What you doing?
Just, you know, working on my core. Willow and I are just actually getting warmed up and doing a little bit of pelvic floor and core like rotational exercises before we get into a workout where I'm gonna do like a round of Cindy with an echo in between each round. And I don't know how many rounds I want to do. I'm going to see how I feel, see how Willow feels, because she's going to be strapped to me while we do it. But let's like aim for 5 and we'll go from there and see how I feel. We are going to be doing a round of Cindy, so that's 5 pull-ups. Instead of the push-ups, I'm going to actually do 10 strict shoulder press. It could go into push press, but we'll start it strict, and then 15 air squats. And then in between each round, I'm going to jump on the echo bike and do around 10 calories, just get that heart rate up. And so we're working on like a little bit of muscle fatigue, doing, you know, squatting, pulling, and pushing, and then also getting my heart rate up and getting the blood flow going.
I heard you had a rough workout yesterday, 2 days ago.
Yeah, I decided to go into a workout with Tola. Started out hot and just absolutely died. Got very humbled in that workout, but it was good to just flush out the cobwebs and, you know, see where my fitness level is at. Definitely have a huge mountain to climb. She's telling me to hurry up. Oh.
She was good though, right?
Yeah, she's good. I mean, she wanted a binky, but I just wouldn't give it to her. And so now that she has that, she's even more happy. Hey. The worst thing is if she spits it out and I don't realize that it's on the ground, then it's like wrecked for the rest of the day. So one of the questions that we noticed in our last YouTube video was someone asking if I had ab separation. And, you know, obviously my core expanded as my belly grew and as Willow grew inside me. But in terms of like my recovery and how my belly has come back, I wouldn't say that I actually have like a terrible ab separation. Definitely have to rebuild and slowly bring and repair the core so that when it comes back down, or it like it's not as swollen. And I think Shane and I read somewhere that it actually takes about 8 weeks to fully lose all the swelling from just the whole process of being pregnant and then having the baby. I could be wrong, but that's just something that we read. I am yet to also have another checkup with my doctor, so that's coming up, which I'm really excited about, going and seeing her. We've definitely had like regular check-ins, over the phone and everything, but in terms of a physical, really looking forward to seeing her and seeing what she says. But all in all, I'm very happy with how I'm recovering. I'm very happy with how my body is feeling, and you know, I would not say that I have anything super severe in terms of an ab separation. And it's super funny, we always talk about coning and how women throughout pregnancy shouldn't cone, but I notice when Willow is, you know, in a situation where she might be crying and I might be changing a nappy, or she might be overstretching, she actually has coning herself. And it was something that I also noticed prior to being pregnant, and I would be curious actually for you guys back home to just see, as you're moving around the house or moving in the gym, if you also notice it yourself, even if you haven't had a child before, because you probably notice that you actually do some coning yourself without even realizing it. And I found that quite fascinating throughout my pregnancy. It was something that I never thought or took any notice of prior to being pregnant, but when everyone really started overemphasizing it early on in my pregnancy, it was really funny because it was something that I've noticed prior to being pregnant originally. I thought it was like 6 reps, and then it was like, nah, it's only 5. It's only 1 less rep.
Yeah. Right,
So that's still a lot. Yeah.
When's your attitude gonna come back?
Oh, well, when someone me off. But right now, I just don't feel annoyed. Yeah. Well, we had like lists of boy and girl. So we actually originally, and the whole way through my pregnancy, all the way up until we actually seen her, I actually wanted unisex name. So it could have been like Blake, for example. Like I thought that would be a really cute girl name. It also could be a really nice boy name. Even Riley. Yeah, I just thought that really like that concept. Shane was pretty sold on one name, which I'm not gonna say because we're gonna call our second child that if it's another girl. And apparently in Australia, it's more common for a guy to have that name, but we've always known it as a female. And the first time we've ever come across it was actually here in America. As soon as we seen Willow, I was like, I don't know if she suits that name. Yeah, but the more she grows up, I'm like, oh, she probably would have suited that name. Yeah, but honestly, she could do, like, we could have called her anything. I'm like, oh, she's so beautiful. She suits anything.
Do you have a nickname for her? Because when I was talking to Shane, he wanted a name that would be a nickname.
And this is the worst one. Like, sometimes, well, because we have so many Wills in our life, we're like, oh, we can't call her Will.
Yeah.
But, O. Or
no, we
I don't think she would appreciate that. Or
they called Will that.
yeah. Oh, could you imagine? She'd be like, what?
Oh.
Shane said low, even low. But
Yeah,
I
it's Willow.
yeah.
I like that.
And then I thought of Lilo. Like Lilo and Stitch. We just gotta get a little dog, like a little Frenchie, and call it Stitch, and then it's like Lilo and Stitch. We always call it baby girl.
Yeah.
Hello, baby girl.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but it's not short at all.